Hey, I wanted to quickly show you a tool that I've written last week to, that basically crawls websites and XML sitemaps and can put quite a bit of load on your site. And yeah, the name is Gargantua. It's currently a prototype, but it works quite well and can be easily done to crawl your used to crawl your websites. You can just get it at GitHub. It's currently in version 0.1 alpha. Maybe after this recording there will have a new version, but just with minor changes in it. The basic setup will stay the same. You can download the binaries from the releases section. There are binaries for macOS, Linux, Windows, and for the different ARM architectures as well. So here I'm on a Mac. Once you've downloaded it, you can just execute it, and the command is quite simple. You just use gargantua crawl, and then the URL of the site you want to crawl. For this demo, I will use my blog, ndkdocs.de. And how Gargantua works is it takes the XML sitemap of your website, reads in all the links in your XML sitemaps, and for each link in the sitemap, it will crawl all other links, and if it finds new ones, it will add it to the queue and also crawl these. So that's what's special about Gargantua. There are other tools like Apache Bench, which can put in load on your website, but you will have to tell it the full URL list beforehand, and Gargantua just crawls it for you. So you put in the URL, and then you can assign a number of workers you want to have to execute concurrent requests. The default would be, I think, 5. You can put in 50 or even 100. This depends on your network bandwidth and on the capabilities of your host computer. But 5 is fine for now. So let's do it. Not workers. And then you will see a little UI with the URLs that are currently being crawled and some statistics. It will just scroll through. You can see the average response times. You can see the ID of the worker or the number of the worker, the response codes, the size of the response, and of course the URL. And at the bottom you can see some statistics like the total amount of bytes or megabytes downloaded, the number of URLs crawled, the URLs per second, average response times, number of workers that we are currently using. The plan is that you can increase the number of workers during a run, but at the moment this is fixed. The number of 400 errors. You can see one here. This is quite, it's still a prototype. And the average response size and this time that elapsed. If you resize the window, it will also resize. It's quite nice. And it will crawl all the links, as I said, in your XML sitemap. And when it visits the site, it will look for more href tags and also crawl those. But it will not crawl them twice. So if it already visited it, it will not visit it twice. So this will take quite a while here for my blog, which has quite a number of URLs and images and so. This will take much more time. So you can quit it if with the Q key. Just hit Q, and then it stops. So we can take to see how it finishes. We can take a site that will finish earlier. Can take sitemaps.org. I hope they don't mind that I crawl them. And then let's take 50 workers. Yeah, and that's it. It's already finished. It was maybe a little bit too fast, but you can then exit with Q again. Or not. Yeah, as I said, it's a prototype. I think it's waiting for the timeout, which is, I think, set to 60 seconds for now. Let's have a look in the code. I think it's here. Ah yeah, that's the default timeout is 60 seconds. Let's wait a minute. Yeah, that's maybe something that I will have to fix, so you can exit once the program is done. Yeah, but if you find any of these bugs, you can just create an issue, or even better, create a pull request and fix the issue for me. And if you have some ideas, also create an issue. And even if you say, oh, it's a bad idea, there are other tools which do the same thing, please let me know. And I will not be offended, I guess. It was just fun to build, and I think I didn't find any other tools which do the same stuff. There also is a Docker image with pre-built binaries. It's not an auto-built image because I wanted to have really small Docker containers. It's just an Alpine image with the binaries in it. It's really small. We can take this as an example here. You can also use the Docker container. Yeah, this will not exit, I guess. I will try to fix this. Make this bigger. What you can see here is I put in a verbose flag. The reason is that inside Docker, or at least inside the Alpine image that I used, the terminal does not work properly, and so you don't get this ncurses UI inside the Docker container. And with the verbose flag, you can force it not to create this UI at the moment. In the future version, I think I will try to create a text-only output mode, which does not have this ncurses UI. Let's do this. Yeah, I already had, and then it's finished. I already had the latest version downloaded, but let's take a different one. Let's take the stable one, which is the same, I guess, at the moment. Yeah, and that's it. Let's see. Yeah, let's kill the other process. That's basically it. So you can use the Docker container, you can download the binaries or build it yourself if you like. In the next version, I hope I will just fix this issue that we just saw here. But it does work quite well, and it can perform a lot of load on a system if you want to. I did it on a Magento 2 shop, which you can really bring it down if you want to, but that's not the goal of this tool. It was just to get an idea of average response times, and yeah, maybe to warm up the caches and just to see how many for links there are without having to build a URL list up front. That was the main motivation here. Yeah, I hope maybe you like the tool, and let me know if you have any feedback for me. Thank you.